Hi, Sarah here. I have a layout process video for you today. This is a collaboration with Claire, who's Scrappy Nerd UK on YouTube. I'll be leaving a link below for her channel. We decided that we would both do the same sketch, which I chose. It's one by Laura Whitaker that was just popped up at the beginning there. And we've both got that sketch to do, so we'll see what we both come up with. So here's my version. I have taken my Mind the Scrap April kit, and I've still got a fair few bits left over. I tend to do a lot of my backgrounds on cardstock rather than pattern paper, so I tend to get a fair few layouts out of my kits. So for this layout I was torn between a white background, a turquoise background. As you can see, I've used the turquoise to map my photo there, and a black background. So until I get my paper cluster finish, I haven't made that decision yet. And I do get out some distress ink in black soot, because if I do this on a white background, then the colours won't pop as well. So I've got that as an option in a minute as well. So because it's a sketch, it comes together fairly easily, because I'm just grabbing my papers, cutting them to size, adjusting the size of the papers and angles slightly just to suit my photograph, because obviously it's not going to be exactly the same. So I am just cutting down my banner piece, because I do keep most of it. I just switch some star vellum instead of having a tag. So I'm wanting to keep my colours mostly black and white, and then just a couple of pops of colour, and I'm just using very thin slivers of colour so that it's not overpowering to the layout as a whole. So I'm still going, shuffling papers around, trying to get things to the right size. I ended up having to cut that banner twice, because although I have cut through the paper so you can't read the words, you can tell if they were upside down, because you can sort of read it. So that bugged me, so I flipped it and did the banner again, so I didn't have to worry about that. On the original sketch there was a thin strip that went right the way through the page, almost to the edges, so I grabbed a piece of pink and sort of, I suppose, aquarelle coloured floral paper, and I was going to put that behind there. And I'm also considering adding that tag, and I'm shuffling through the ephemera pieces I've got left over, seeing if there's anything that's suitable there. And that washi there has just got fun written across it, and it's in pink, so I pulled that as well, just in case I want to add a few layers of washi as well. So I'm adding my star paper behind it, and on the original layout there is a solid star, but I decided I wanted my papers to show through. So here you can see I've cut it out on black, and I was thinking at this point either the blue or the white paper, so I thought black would go nicely, but once I shuffle through them all I decide nope, I want it on black again. So for my star now, it doesn't stand out very well, but I already have a plan, and I get out my Frantage, and this one is Shabby Blue. It's basically embossing powder, but there are pieces of glitter in it. There's really chunky pieces of white embossing chunks, I guess, rather than delicate powder in it. And then the base of it is fine baby blue powder. So when it's melted, it gives a shabby chic effect of lots of like bits of gold and white and blue and glitter. So it looks a bit different than just a plain one colour with glitter, or just one colour. So don't do that at home. I did that on my mat and it made my mat bubble up. It was quite weird. Always put something down instead. I've now done the whole of that star. I did half of it and then did the other half and filled in any patches. So now I'm happy with that. I'm adding my layout back onto my card. and deciding where I'm going to put my star. I want it slightly tucked in, but I want most of it showing because I'd taken the time to emboss it and whatnot, so I thought, yes, I need to have most of that showing. And now I come across my next problem, which is both black and white thickers are not standing out very well on this layout, so I end up having to alter these. So I do decide on that adventure one, and I colour in it with a Spectrum Noir alcohol marker, and I allow the brush strokes to stay on it. If you coloured it in a different way, you could make it so there's no brush strokes showing, but I was quite happy to have it with kind of brush strokes across it. Now, the reason I've chosen adventure is the rest of this picture, that it's cropped just down to his face, was my little boy had mysteriously disappeared, and in the space of a few minutes had taken all his clothes off, put a little teddy bear hat on, and was rummaging through a kitchen drawer. So he'd gone on a little adventure, and oh my god, they can go so fast when they want to. Blink and you miss them. So here I'm just adding a few extra lovely little gems that I have in my stash. I decided to do that scattering up the side. That was inspired by Liz over in Mind the Scrap. She'd done, rather than just like a cluster of 3, she'd done like a trail off them. I thought it looked really pretty, so I was like, right, I'm doing that. And now I'm just coming back in with some teal Heidi Swap Colour Shine, and then some Dilutions ink spray in white linen, because this one holds its colour a lot better, I found, than other brands of white spray that seem to fade and go a bit see-through, a bit transparent. So I believe I'm pretty much done. Yep, I'm done. So thanks for joining me, and if you now head over to Scrappy Nerd UK, I'll be leaving a link below. You can check out Claire's video. Bye!